I don't know.
You can't see it, but I'm rubbing my hands together in evil anticipation.
Evil
I can
anticipation.
picture it.
I know you are.
Just gonna hoard the stick.
Look, you can gather as many sticks as you want. You just cannot touch mine. It was a gift from my mother.
God, choosing spells is the worst part of being a spellcaster.
Ain't it?
All right.
Ain't it though?
It is 9 o'clock. Are we prepared?
As good as we're gonna get.
As prepared as we're gonna be.
All right.
Ready as I'll ever be.
There you go.
Well, welcome one and all, viewers and players alike, to the Meta's Futile Presents The Curse of Strahd. We have a wonderful cast of characters and a wonderful group of players. Blue, Jade, Rose, Rye, and Zen. I'm your Dungeon Master, Captain Tritium. And I don't do announcements, so let's just get into it. Our cast was approached, each of them, in their own homes, wherever they might have been, by a strange man in a tragedy and comedy mask with a carnival troupe, offering them each a golden ticket to a show as the guests of honor at Madame Ava's traveling carnival. They each took the ticket, and as dusk falls, they each find themselves approaching a wooded area with a great tent in the center, and in a break in the trees, a small tent for admissions. We will begin with Hestara and Arenvir.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright.
As you approach the fairgrounds, a carnival barker in a tuxedo takes your tickets and welcomes. Welcome, guests of honor, to Madame Ava's traveling carnival. You will be a centerpiece of the attraction tonight. Tragedy, romance, and great honor, and great treasures can be yours. Please, step right this way. As you enter the fairgrounds, say, Arenvir, you're first.
Okay.
As you walk through the tent, you look to your left and you see the Mirror of Truth. A plain silver-backed mirror lit with candles and a great oaken frame with the Mirror of Truth carved into it. What looks back at you when you look into it?
Oh. Probably his reflection looking just a little bit different.
Okay.
Arendir is a tiefling of dark skin with white splotchy freckles, a broken horn, scars marring his skin, but the one looking back at him is doesn't have any scars, and both of his horns are whole. If that works.
It does. Hestara, you following Arenvir, look into the mirror, and what do you see?
See looking back, a young woman with auburn hair, half shaved and a half shaved head. Looking like, she could chuck a barrel back over her shoulder with no problem. And a confident grin on her face.
All right. Next, Ezron. You had been traveling the roads of Bavaria towards the city of Nalor on your way back to your home in Axia, County Rose, when you were given your ticket. As you approach Nelor, you see the carnival that you were promised. The barker ushers you in, and you walk past the mirror. What do you see?
A tall, slim tabaxi, obviously jet black fur, but his face is a little tired. He's still smiling, but something about his eyes is different. He seems tired, maybe even desperate a bit.
All right, you move on through. Theron, you were sitting in the benighted land of Greymore, seeking to take up your father's mantle when you were approached by the strange carnival, and you turn in and are ushered into the tent. What do you see?
Well, Theron is a kind of, well, not tall-ish guy, and a human in a darkish trench coat and hat, and he also looks rather tired, just being alone on the road. Just a lot of dangers out there.
Another tired, wandering soul brought into Madame Ava's wandering carnival. Last, but certainly not least, at least in terms of size or feather count, Ula, you were wandering the lands of Abdegard when you were given your ticket. It may have confused you why you were given this ticket, but all the same, something drew you to follow up on it. And as you turn a corner on the long, dusty roads of the steppes of Abdegard, you see the entrance to this same carnival in a strange grove of trees. You approach, and the carnival barker, not caring about the strange countenance of this person, welcomes you in, takes your ticket, and you look into the mirror. What do you see?
Ula looks into mirror, and Ula sees Ula. Ula is a big, fluffy owlin, countenance of great gray owl. Ula peers into the mirror and becomes even bigger as she fluffs up her feathers.
Ula, you are led into the circus, into the fairgrounds. As the there we go. The barkers are calling out for games. A few people are wandering about the carnival. Most of the people that you see are lingering around the tents, colorful tents, all over this small fairground. All of you are from different places, but you have all come out here. You're all in the carnival together. All of these people, none of them look native to your own lands. They are all of strange countenance and strange accent. Carnival music drifts lazily over the small crowd. Some gather around fires. One attends a goat petting zoo. Axe throwing and archery is in one corner. Others play games of chance or strength. What would you like to do?
Ezran wants to look at the goats.
All right. There are 3 goats, 2 males and a female, and they are standing there, chewing.
Being goats, living their best life.
It's wonderful goats you have there. Absolutely fantastic.
Hey, they are a very great vintage of goat. They are a species not from around here. Very good for petting. You go ahead.
Oh, I can? Oh, thank you. This is... I'm most appreciative. He's going to pet the goats. He's going to give him a petty pet.
Ezran, please give me a handle animal check.
Ooh. Let's see. Skills, animal handling.
All right. You calmly reach your hand out, and the goat comes to meet you. It bleats happily as you stroke its strangely soft fur.
He's gonna purr a little bit.
We'll say that this goat right here approaches you.
Such a beautiful creature you are.
It's going to look at you, and it's going to blink each of its eyes separately.
Majestic.
Truly majestic.
Probably delicious.
That's not what he's thinking. He's just like...
This is what Ula is thinking, and this is also what Ula is saying.
They are not for eating. Look at them. They are such cute little creatures.
Goats not for eating?
No, these are not for eating. These are for petting. These are for enjoyment.
Yes, petting now, eating later, and then keeping soft fur even later than that.
The attendant who's watching the goats is suspicious, is just like glaring at Ula.
Here, why don't you try, if it's all right with you, Mr. The attendant, please, why don't you just pet it? Feel how soft it is.
Yes, this is fine. Ula will pet goat. Yes, it's soft. Ula did not deny this.
Handle animal, please, Ula.
Oh no.
All right. Your instincts as a hunter allow you to approach this goat without terrifying it, despite the fact that you're a 6 foot tall predator. Another goat approaches, desiring scritches.
See, what did I tell you? It's not that bad. They are wonderful entertainment.
Ula will also pet other goat with other talon.
Double duty, I like it.
All right, Ula, you are indeed petting 2 goats now.
Well, Bear, this was your idea, so where do you want to go?
I want. Where is the nearest test of strength?
You could find the test of strength in the center cluster of tents, which is right here.
Awesome. Is it like one of the hammer bell things?
It is.
I want you to pick up that hammer and whack the bell like you have a beef with it.
I thought you wanted to do it.
We'll both
All
do
right.
it.
Okay, I'll go first then.
This seems to be something that you would enjoy.
Well, shoot, I'll give it a go then.
All right, Histara, you approach, and the young woman thinks she's. You care to try your luck at the test of strength, yes?
I'll give it my best shot.
Well, for such an esteemed patron, here. And she's going to hand you a very large mallet with a wooden head.
Okay. Looks like you bust someone's head with it. Bust someone's head open with it back home.
Well, fortunately, we are not back home for you.
Fortunately, she's just gonna kind of heft it in her hand, and just kind of turn it a couple times, and then just lift it up and just whack it.
All right. Give me a strength check, please. A test of thy strength. Oh, damn. Okay. Man,
There's my 20
Nice.
for the night.
you're going to wish you had that later.
I sure am.
Oh no.
I got a beef with it, huh, Veer?
You strike the anvil, and the puck flies up to the bell, dings loudly, a sharp, crisp sound. All of the carnival workers turn to look at you. The young woman looks at the anvil after the puck comes back down. She checks on it. Interesting. Well done. And she will hand you a small stuffed wolf.
Huh. Okay. Well, thank you.
Well
Here
done,
you
my
have
friend.
it, Bear.
I'm afraid you're going to be a very tough act to follow, Chuckaboo, but all right, I'll give it my best. And he'll take the hammer and kind of roll up his sleeves.
Oh, we are getting serious now, I see.
I can't be upstaged by a subordinate. That would be silly.
We'll see about that.
Subordinate, you said.
That was strength, you said?
Go ahead and...
1 second, that's going to be athletics, right?
Oh,
Well,
Amazing.
so, Arenvir, you could have sworn you had a grip on that hammer. But as you bring it down, not only do you miss the anvil entirely, but the hammerhead hits the dirt, bounces out of your hand, and flips over a table, knocking down a stack of cans. And the young woman just looks at you and she shakes her head. Upstaged by a subordinate, I do believe.
well, I'm starved. Let's go find something to eat.
Well, you got the other one there. You won that one.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you I meant to do that.
Absolutely not, no.
Then
Nobody would believe you.
Then I won't tell you that.
While these
Wouldn't feed you a line like that anyway.
while these shenanigans are occurring, Theron, what are you doing?
You probably hears the ding in the distance, and then whatever other clatter happens. Usual carnival shenanigans. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I guess he's just kind of roaming around for the most part. Just kind of looking around. He's never really been around to one of these things, and probably either a long time or at all.
All right, so Theron, you smell roasted meats and puppet corn and buttered corn. There are games to play, games of chance and games of skill, like ring toss, which is definitely not rigged. There's the toss the ball at the cans that Arenvir just destroyed. They do have throwing axes in the southeast corner.
Heck, I'll try that.
All right. The barker there. Step right up. You want to try your hand at throwing axes?
Why not?
And he's going to hand you 3 well-balanced, to your eye, axes. And
Well, yeah, guess he's just gonna throw it.
all right, let's do acrobatics to spare me from. Oh, okay. So your first axe, as you heft the axe, you're like, this balance. At first, it felt pretty good, but now it feels kind of weird. So you adjust your choke on, you throw it, and indeed, you don't hit the bullseye, but you're awful close. You have 2 axes left.
Well, might as well chuck them too. I'm gonna give them back.
And another, your next axe lands just to the on the opposite. Your first axe landed to the right of the bullseye. This one lands to the left.
Make it 3 for 3.
Well, not 3 for 3, but you still managed to get somewhere on the target.
Better than in the woods.
Better than in the woods. The carnival worker gives you a hefty slap on the back. It's a little bit heavier handed, perhaps, than he intended. Congratulations. Well done. I give you prize, and he's going to hand you a stuffed wolf. This one has brown fur and blue eyes.
I get it.
Ah,
I get you.
References.
you hear a carnival
Good to know
barker
they
yell
remember.
out. Do what? Another round, he said?
Good to know they remember.
Okay. You hear the carnival barker yell out that you've got about 15 minutes until the main show begins. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're out and about at the carnival?
Ula will wander over to where commotion was earlier.
Whoa.
Histara.
What?
You can't. Don't be rude.
I'm not being rude. I just said whoa.
Hezron's gonna chime. It's like, no, they are very big. Yes. Big owls.
Okay. I ain't ever seen one of you. And she's gonna point to Ezron.
Oh,
But I've seen someone kind of like you before. And she points over to Ula.
Hmm?
If
Oh.
I had a gold bit for
Others like Ula have seen Upper Owlin?
if I had a gold bit for every time I've seen someone like you, I'd have 2 gold bits. That ain't much, but it's pretty funny. It's happened twice. The other one she's a lot smaller than you though. Like, yay high to an owlbear's knee.
Ula has also seen 2 Owlin, parents of Ula. 3 Owlin if you count Mirror Ula.
Yeah, the one I met was, had a little heart-shaped face.
It's already baby.
Yes, it's good shaped face for Owlin.
I wouldn't know.
Mirror, Ula.
Never really seen an owl before, so you're a wonderful first impression.
But yes,
Oh.
Ula is Ula, names are, and Ula points at the 3 of you.
Okay, we get to learn another manner of speaking. She just kind of nudges Veer. She nudges Aaron Veer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but I gotta learn how to. I still don't know half of what you say sometimes. Okay, I'm Histara. This is my friend. And she just kind of nudges him again.
Inver Ulden. Good to meet you, my fine furry and feathered friends.
It is a pleasure to meet you both too. I am Ezra Disad.
Were you here earlier when noise was? What was?
That's me.
Was my fine Chuckaboo here winning herself this adorable little wolf thing?
Chuckaboo?
Sure did.
Chuckaboo. It means a friend.
See?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not my fault they're not afternoonified enough to understand what I'm saying.
See?
No, I'm on the side of this Estara, was it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
I'm on the side of the half elf.
Arnvir's gonna pout. just a little bit.
Don't take it too hard, Veer.
But yes, well, it did seem like you made quite the commotion, and congratulations on your prize.
Thank you. I mean, just like, well, never mind.
It comes naturally, I assume.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yes, it was all her. Nothing else happened.
She's just gonna give him the cheekiest smile.
Ezra just looking between the two. Right. Anyways, are you headed inside for the show?
Oh, I don't know. Are we?
Of course, we're here to have a nanty-narking good time.
Again, I don't know what he's saying.
We're here to have fun.
Okay. I would be more than elated to talk some of these terms with you, though. That seems like very colorful, very energetic language.
Really is. It's
Quite common where it was quite common with my wife.
Huh. Certainly ain't nothing. It was certainly nothing I'd ever heard until I met him. So,
Wife, Arenfir is married? Asks Ula.
Yes. Yes.
Ula points over to Hestara. Wife?
no.
Ezra's just gonna pat Ula on the back. Maybe not that one.
No, he's older than me.
She's my subordinate.
Yeah. You can say that. She's just gonna kind of cross her arms and just. Yeah, I answer to him, sort of, when I want to.
When you understand him.
No, when I want to. I understand him just fine. Usually. Every now and again, he pulls out a new one. His star is just gonna kind of glance around, just people watching for a moment. Hey,
Okay.
wait a minute. I think I know that guy. I think I've seen him before. She's just gonna kind of meander over towards where Theron's standing.
Yeah.
I think I've seen you before.
Mm.
You ever been through Gatewatch?
Has to kind of think a minute and just briefly, a few years back, maybe.
Okay. Figured, I thought I saw you in my auntie and uncle's tavern once. Just
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you threw a guy through the window, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
He was being ornery. What else was I supposed to do?
Ah, Hestara.
The door?
He wasn't near the door, so I threw him out the window.
Makes sense.
Huh.
Well, good to see you again.
Well, good to see you too. And she's just gonna kind of playfully push her fists against his arm. Good to see another Grey Morn around.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well,
Around here, anyways.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
People are people.
So, as you make your introductions, time is passing and the sun dips further towards and beyond the horizon when the ringmaster approaches in gaudy attire, and behind him you see a lean man in tight-fitting clothing, a mask of comedy upon his face, and on the back of his head, the mask of tragedy. He approaches,
Yeah.
and he just kind of gives you a little bit of a wave, but
Hi,
stays
Kinka.
silent.
He's gonna wait. Ezra's gonna wave back.
The barker, the ringmaster says, "Are you ready to embark upon your adventure and claim your well-earned prize?"
Think so?
I mean,
Star just kind of shifts uneasily.
it must all be showmanship. I wouldn't take it so literally.
The ringmaster
No, we've got to be heroes.
approaches the tent, and as you come in, the man in the masks turns around, and you realize that actually his back has been facing the entire time. On his face is tragedy, and he hands each of you something from a nearby sack. Ezran, as you approach, he hands you a child's wooden staff. Arenvir, you are given a wooden short sword, also for a child. Ula, you're given a small wooden axe that you could probably snap. Hestar, you're given a child's toy warhammer and a wooden shield. And Theron, it could be a crossbow. Really, it's 2 bits of wood with a little bit of string. And you hear you hear the ringmaster say, "For your future battles." And you're ushered into the tent.
Every hero needs a weapon.
Ula just stares at the masked man with her unnerving owl eyes the whole time, and like as she like goes into the tent, like her head like turns to continue staring at him.
Do that, do you freak?
I don't love that.
Ula does not love that man has a face on both sides of his head.
So, you enter the tent.
Music change.
2 torches flicker in the center, and you see that everybody sitting around the edge has the same countenance as the carnival workers. The ringmaster stands behind a table. Approach, heroes.
Oh. Okay. Forever.
Everyone's trying to find their spot.
Go right,
Yep.
go left, go right. No.
Hero is a generous term, but
But here you are. You're heroes.
Yes, we are.
You will save our prince from his terrible curse. For you see, our land has been beset by a great evil, and our prince laid low with terrible illness. There are great treasures to be had in the land of Barovia.
Barovia. But this must be some part of the show.
He pulls a letter from his jacket pocket and hands it to the person closest to him, which looks like Ezran.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
And you see to you, the letter says, "Hail to thee of might and valor, I, a lowly servant of Barovia, sent honor to thee. We pled for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Kulyan Indirovich, Burgomaster." The man behind the table says, "Will you fair adventurers take part in our adventure tonight? Will you travel these benighted lands? Will you take part in this fun little story of ours?"
Yes, well, I suppose I do have a bit of a day's travel ahead, so I think some adventure would be fun.
He looks to the rest of you.
I mean, it wouldn't be very good reflection on me as, cleric to not answer a call for help. So, yeah, sure, I'm in.
Classic
Fair.
story. Prince with the morbs, dame in danger. Right for a hero to come and save the day. Of course. Of course we're in.
Love is vernacular.
Hendrick.
Circus Man said something about a prince. Is Prince married?
He our prince is not married, no.
Then Ula will go, and Ula will see if Prince is worthy of Ula.
Ula is taking this story very literally.
Ezron is like stifling stifling laughter in his throat.
Please no. The man looked expectantly at Theron.
How do you follow up with, yeah, I'm gonna romance Strahd?
I mean, you don't, but you gotta try.
You gotta respect the hustle.
I mean, it's just as far as he's concerned, it's part of the act. Why not?
All right.
Roll with it.
The man says,
Do it.
"Then I will give you but one piece of advice. Keep your weapons handy as the night goes on. And seek Madame Eva." He snaps his fingers. The lights go out. And a dark purple mist swirls about you. The last thing you see before you lose consciousness is his face contorted in sadistic laughter as you fall asleep.
Don't love that.
Well,
At
crap.
the very least, they ask for consent.
Okay.
Consent is important.
At least he got consent, right?
As
Manner of speaking.
sometime later, you find yourselves in a confined, tight, dark space. You feel and hear, but mostly feel, the sound of wagon wheels trundling down a road, getting quieter and quieter and quieter. What would you like to do?
Ezron's having a bit of a panic right now. I guess as soon as he slowly comes to, he's gonna start kicking at the box, trying to see if he can open it. Can you kick it open?
Make a strength check for me.
Wonderful. Strength check.
I think we can finally awake.
Rip. Oh no.
Oh,
It's fine.
afraid not.
Maybe someone can help you with that.
Big fat 0.
Ezron, you go to scratch and you get a kick at this box, and it feels like the box kicks you back. That hurt.
Ah!
Okay. I want the. Okay. Amber, can you hear me?
What happened?
I
Can
don't know.
Arnvir hear her?
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know,
I think the box kicked me back. Ah!
but
I think that whole circus was a big lollapalooza.
you think? Hestara's gonna take a moment, just kind of tap around her, get a feel for what's around her.
What is around you is, as far as you can tell, wood.
Okay.
Ula will not be contained by
Damn it.
box. Ula will emerge like hatching from egg.
All right, Ula, I'm going to ask you for a strength check, please.
I guess I need to actually go to my character sheet, which since we don't have our tokens up, right? Here we go. Yoink. No, that's not it.
Ula will hatch once again.
Oh, ooh, that was sad. Oh,
Well,
this is
Ula.
much tougher than egg.
well, Ula, all the same, the weak nails give out, and you push the lid off the box and emerge like a great, terrifying feathered monstrosity.
Which
You
Ula
are-
is.
You are surrounded by 4 other boxes.
Star is gonna figure out which way is up. She's gonna lay down on her back and kick upwards.
All right,
Or
strength,
try,
please,
sorry.
Sastara.
Okay, hold on. Let me remember how to do this. No. I need to roll it. Set a check.
Histara, you kick and you knock the nails out, and the lid of your coffin comes off.
Oh.
Don't love that.
Oh, I don't like that.
There
Okay.
are 4 other coffins, one of which is open and being stood in by Ula the Terrifying.
Ezra is just banging on the inside of it.
Ula will quickly count on her talons, confirming that. Oh, right, this was the number of people that were with Ula in the circus, and then Ula will open the box that is making noises.
You get that
Alright.
one. I'll get these.
Did you get out, please?
Between the 2 of you, Ula, you do manage to rip the lid off of Ezron's coffin very easily. And
Arnvir's also going to
he's
try to
gonna-
kick upward.
I earned you to take a strength check because Histar's not quite there yet.
All right.
I mean, Theron's probably doing the same. It's just commotion.
You, you too, Theron, please.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no,
Nope.
Oh no.
Theron, you're struggling inside of your own coffin. Arnvir, you kick your lid off just fine.
Ah.
You're fine.
Don't love that.
Histar's gonna take a moment and just punch him in the shoulder.
Ah.
Hold you.
I don't think I deserve that.
Maybe not, but it made me feel better.
Can you pick her later and let me out, please?
She does that as she's walking over to let Theron out.
All right, Theron, they pry the lid off of your coffin with relative ease.
Don't love any of that.
Ezra is like attached to Ula right now.
Oh.
His tail is curled up, his ears are down.
Okay. Where the hell are we?
Good question.
All right,
Star's just gonna kind of start looking around, just.
Why were they coffins?
That is an excellent question. I'm wondering the same thing.
Oh, they were
What the
going to
hell?
bury us alive, weren't they?
They didn't look skeevy at all to me.
Don't help
So-
them.
I got a I got to question your idea of your perception of untrustworthy looking. I'm just saying.
It was a carnival, Stara.
Yeah. The carnival's different from a county fair, you know.
See, that one I don't understand. Oh dear.
as you take stock of what's around you, you find that every coffin has a small bag. Medium bag. We'll go with medium bag. In the foot. And within those bags are your gear.
Oh dear.
Huh. Okay. I'm getting this. No. No. Putting this on right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm gonna be ready to. She just kind of takes her fist and just punches it into her palm, and it makes.
Suppose they just want us to get
nice
really into
smack
character.
sound.
Really into character. And his friends just kind of flash like the most just like horrified expression. This is in character. This is to get in character.
No, don't.
You kidnapped it, put it to not a box, not a bag, a coffin.
I assume everything around us is still kind of dark.
What you see around you as you take your glance around is as follows. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around this muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, and their branches are clawing at the deep, thick mist around you. Only the way forward along the road is free of this mist.
All right, get your hackles down, kitty cat.
Well, we're still pretty it's still pretty gloomy. Perhaps we're just in a really skeevy pot of Grable.
No, I don't think so. Look, Vera, I grew up in Greymore.
It's gray.
It is, but it ain't like this.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
That's just gonna slowly rifle through the coffin for his stuff.
Put on the gear.
I mean, okay, sure. Some nights we'd get a fog pretty thick, but this is something different. This is thicker than Auntie's potato soup.
That ain't double Dutch yet. That's not.
Potato soup. Yeah, she's talking about soup in a time like this.
I said the fog is thicker than.
You're just mad as hops, aren't you?
Who, me or kitty cat?
The kitty cat.
We were kidnapped. Who knows how many days or weeks from Rose I am now? I was supposed to be there. He's just gonna put his hands up, like fingertips together, just. Let's just find out where we are. Please.
Right.
About the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Histara is just gonna don her armor and just pick up her gear and just.
No sense hanging around beating our gums.
Looks like the only way forward is that way, and she's gonna point with her warhammer.
Yeah, I don't much fancy that fog.
The
Fog is not dangerous, other than purple fog that put us to sleep.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
So-
Ezron puts his cloak on and is just clutching his quarterstaff, like super close to him.
the fog in one direction closes around the muddy road, but is parting one direction. What would you like to do?
Hestar is just gonna kind of start, slowly walking towards where the fog is opening.
Arnvir will follow.
Ezron is following very close behind.
One thing that you get is an overwhelming silence from the fog. And this goes on for some time. It is fully dark when finally something appears in the distance. You don't know exactly how long, but it feels like you've been walking for hours. When finally you come upon a set of great gates. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. As you approach, the gates slowly and loudly, the sound of rusted metal begin to open for you.
Okay.
This is just boogans.
Can
Sure. Still ain't no way but forward, so
As you approach the gate, you start to feel first one drop, and then another, as rain
oh,
begins to fall.
oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Of course it's raining.
I don't suppose anything like this is in Greymore.
I mean, oh, you mean the structure? Uh-uh. I mean, I don't know, ask the other Greymoor in here. He's probably wandered around more than me.
Well, I guess, what do you know?
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
pulls
make
his
a
hood up and just covers his head.
Theron, give me a call it a history check.
Nope.
This, I mean, it's foggy and gray like Greymore, but it's Greymore has nothing that you know of like this. But I mean, maybe it's Greymore. Maybe you haven't traveled all the roads. There's not that many of them, but who knows?
It's just kind of got a shrug. Nothing I've seen.
Good.
I guess we go onward.
And
Not
let
really
it
elsewhere to go.
forward.
Yeah, not much.
Look, if I stay caught out in this, I'm gonna rust. So let's go.
Well,
You,
rush, chuckaboo.
the five of you, make your way through the great gates, only to find that they squeak shut behind you.
Oh, don't like that.
Just gonna
Towering,
get a little binty, that's all.
That's wonderful. That's just great.
towering trees whose tops are lost in the heavy gray mist block out all but a death gray light, which even that is fading as the day wears off into true darkness. The tree trunks are naturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream.
Oh my god.
Forest is wrong.
Wrong?
Wrong. Too quiet.
Got that
It
feeling
doesn't
too,
feel
huh?
right.
Getting chill down my back.
Are you
I don't
continuing to
like being
walk,
out
or are
here in the
you
dark. I don't
hanging
like
out?
being out here in the dark.
It is getting darker.
Well, could go back and sleep under gate.
Can Ezra? Can I cast a cantrip?
Yeah, what would you like to cast?
Say what?
What would you like to cast?
Light.
Certainly.
And he's gonna light it at the end of his quarter staff and sort of just stick it ahead of him.
Bright.
You you cast light, and a small mote of light flares to life before you, illuminating the muddy and rain-logged, cobbled road.
I assume not everyone is visible in this darkness, so I just thought I'd.
It's literally just there.
I could see just fine, but
I've got a torch, but I don't think it's going to be much use.
It's just okay. It makes me feel better. Okay, just
Oh.
I ain't judging you, kitty cat.
All right.
Is it just cobbled
He's
road
just-
ahead?
he's just gonna
Yes.
grumble to himself. I have a name.
As you walk down this road, eventually, Ula and Theron, you both catch the scent of death in the air.
Interesting.
Familiar with that.
And what direction is it? Is it like down the road or off the road?
It is off the road to your right.
Does Ula see anything in that direction?
Not immediately.
So Ula will just be staring in that direction as we walk.
Okay.
See something?
Smell something.
Yeah, got that too.
I just smell wet. The air is just compondo, just binty, just with the little diddles.
I still don't understand these words.
English, please.
I guess clarification, by smell deaf, do you mean like something like freshly dead or something like gross and dead?
It smells like something gross and dead.
Yeah, don't want that.
Ew.
I assume they're just still walking at this point.
All right.
Yeah.
So you continue walking for about 4 miles as the darkness deepens and the rain continues. As the trees break, you do see a couple of miles to your left, a river flowing as clear as a blue winter sky through this valley that opens up before you. Dark clouds block out most of the moonlight, leading you to use your dark vision or Ezron's light. You do see the very dim lights of a village further down the road, about a mile off.
Oh,
There you go, his place.
civilization. Finally.
Let's get on down there because I'm soaked. Stuff gets heavy when it's wet.
All right.
Cloak can only deflect so much of it.
As the night wears on, you find yourself approaching the village.
I'm totally not creepy.
That fog still around?
The fog is all pervasive. Bless you.
Oh. Bless you. Oh joy.
Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobbles. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Okay.
Something's not right.
This place is cheerful.
Seen more cheer at a wake.
Sol's
They might
place
have-
has the mobs.
I think we might have walked in on the whole place as the wake.
Well, guess we try to find shelter.
Right, so
Don't know why. So that crying's awful loud. We can hear it from here.
Maybe somebody's in trouble.
Are not we in trouble?
Yes, we are in trouble. But
The men are speaking.
So, let's see. You walk down the main cobbled road. most houses around you are dark. As you come to the village square, there is a single shaft of light, thrusting illumination to the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in this heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs perilously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Ozran's going to extinguish his little light.
Oh. Tavern's as good as any to get out of this.
Let's get you dry before you cast a kitten. No offense.
It's not me. I wouldn't be worried too much about me.
Yes, Ula is no stranger to sleeping outdoors, but dry would be nice.
Maybe they'll have a fire.
Can we
got light.
Can we still hear that crying?
Yes.
Any idea what direction it's coming from?
1 second. Let's see. Make a perception check for me, please.
Oh boy. Perception. Nope.
It seems to be coming from somewhere in the fog around somewhere in town. You're confident that it's coming from one of the buildings in the village.
Great.
Mhm.
Only a few of those, right?
Yeah. Somewhere.
One or two.
Well, not much we can do about it now, I suppose.
Can just hope that they're all right, I guess. I don't think we're much use when we're all drenched and it's dark outside.
We don't know where we are either.
Mm.
We need to get our
Yes.
bearings first.
So are you entering the Blood on the Vine?
Yeah, Ezra's
Yes.
going to push the door open with his staff.
All right. As you walk in, you notice that somebody has defaced the sign, and it once read "Blood of the Vine." Somebody has scratched an N over the F.
Oh,
This-
wonderful.
Was once a finely appointed tavern, but it looks like over the years it's just been let go to rot. There's a blazing fire in the hearth, giving scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. There's a barkeep who is continuously cleaning the glasses. 3 men of strange countenance, similar to the ones that you saw in the carnival, sitting together, and then a gray-haired, stout-faced young man sitting by himself in the corner.
Ezra's
Do
just going to walk straight towards the fire. Just to...
Yeah, gonna
Rub-
do a big ol' shake and floof and then follow Ezron to the fire.
Hey!
Was it wet enough already?
Can't get any wetter.
Histara's just gonna kind of shake the water off and just.
See? Shake is good.
Don't think I can shake like you do. I'll just get my hair whapping me across the face.
Ezra's just going to, as he's walking, tap his staff on the ground and cast prestidigitation to get any mud off his feet.
The 3 shifty-looking fellows in the corner kind of give you a glance and then go back to their cups.
Aranvir is dutifully wiping his shoes on the mat.
Oh yeah, no, we're tracking so much of
'Cause
that
he's
in
not-
properly.
Because he's not a savage.
Histara is just. She moves to step inside, then it's like, oh, shoot, okay. And she just follows Aranvir's example before walking in.
I'd ask if you were raised in a barn, but those might be.
Take his boots on the door for him and walks in. No.
Everyone has their own way.
Place is just a big wet blanket.
Literally. Almost. certainly wet.
I feel like a blanket.
Blanket of fog.
It was a bit groggy out there.
A little.
How are you, Ula? Are you dried off now, or you still got a little bit of?
Yes, it just needs time, but yes, is better here.
As you spend a moment by the fire, you hear the man from the opposite corner, the gray-haired fellow. Hail! I do not recognize your voice, your faces, nor your strangeness. As he's gesturing towards Ula and Ezron, and then Arenvir.
Yes. Even where I come from, there's not a terribly large number of us.
Ula also nods and says Ula has also not seen many others like Ula.
Indeed. Please. You're not from Barovia, are you?
No, I'm from Axia.
I do not know what this Axia is, but it sounds like a very stressful place. Please,
Oh, good
please, come. Join me for a drink. Come sit.
He's gonna shrug and. All right.
He's going to look at Ezron. Now, you are not the herald of the Barovian witches, are you?
What?
What?
You're a cat person. Barovian witches, they like cat. You're not
Yes. No, I've heard the whole witch story before. I mean, do you see me walking on all fours?
Well, Barovian witches, they perform magic. Magic makes many strange things happen.
Magic does make many strange things happen. No,
And-
I do not know what you mean by these witches.
Very well, I believe you, because I've occasionally seen the witches' cats. Never seen someone like you before. And he's gonna look at Ula. You are not the avatar of the Raven, of the Night Mother's death, are you?
Ula does not know what that is.
Okay, that's probably
So
for
no.
the best. And he's gonna look at Arenvir. Not touching that. And
just rolls his eyes.
he's gonna... He calls out, Ulrich, bring cups. And the bartender's going to silently bring cups for everybody and a pitcher of wine. Which this man will pour out for each of you. I would say welcome to Barovia village, but it is not a very welcoming place. My name is Ismark.
I'm Mr. Sad.
Yeah, sign is welcoming enough to be out of fog and rain.
You be careful in the fog of Barovia. Many dangers it holds.
Does one of them count coffins?
I do not think there are random coffins in the fog. Choking, yes.
there-
Coffins, probably not.
There were coffins, but we weren't grinning at the daisy roots, so I suppose that's a plus.
I do not understand what the demon says.
No one does.
He means we weren't buried, so
Yes, circus people used purple fog on Ula and new friends. And
Circus
then
people.
Ula and new friends woke up in coffins on road
Please.
in fog.
Yes, just a bunch of kinkas.
Keep your voice down. Keep your voice down, please. There are dangerous ears everywhere.
you don't say.
You speak of the Vistani.
Sure.
Gesundheit.
They come. They have wagons. Magical. They brought you here.
Yes.
That explained the sound of wheels going away.
Yes, and purple fog was clearly magic. Fog is not purple.
Sure ain't.
There is wisdom in the strange owl's words.
Well, you know what they say about owls.
I know little about what they say about owls. There are very few owls in Barovia. Most of them died long ago.
Ula also does not know what people say about owls.
Oh.
Only good things.
Well,
He's
you know,
just gonna.
supposed to be wise and all.
He's gonna prestidigitate and warm up his drink. Just hold it very close as he
At least we
sips
have
on
some
it.
giggle water tonight.
What?
Giggle water.
Alcohol.
Tonight is not a night for giggling.
Really not.
Never mind. I'm not going to become some rummy. I'm just going to have a glass.
I still do not understand what the devil says.
I'm going to speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you for the drink and the hospitality.
You're most welcome, but I must admit this is not entirely altruistic. Barovians are not an inherently altruistic people. We cannot afford to be.
Why's
Okay.
that?
Well, you have not been here long, have you?
We just got here.
Got here, we were dragged in coffins.
Like I said, got here. We got, didn't we?
Just Barovia in terms of where Great Watch was. I don't know this part of the country.
I've never heard of this land called Gatewatch.
Veer,
In
we
Greymore?
don't. Veer, we don't
Greymore?
have no
No.
village name. We ain't got no village named Barovia in Greymore.
You are in the land of Barovia, and you are in Barovia village.
Creative.
Sensible.
I would not ask somebody with black skin and strange eyes and horns to judge my people.
And I thought Greymore was a bit on the nose. But people seem to do a lot of judging. Anyway.
Well, this land is a cursed land. People do not leave Barovia, and they do not come in often. They do not leave. We've tried. Actually, you look like a fairly capable group of people, and I need help.
You need help.
You need help with.
This land is ruled by a man named Strahd von Zarovich, and he has taken an interest in my sister, Irina.
Oh, Irina. We've heard that name.
That was in the letter
have.
that we were handed earlier.
You were given letter.
By the
Sure were. Well, he
By-
was. She points to Ezron.
the Connor.
Do you still have letter?
That was a good question. Do I still have the letter?
It was handed to you, and nothing was taken from your pockets.
Okay. Then he's gonna like pat around on himself for a bit and reach into one of his the pockets on his cloak. Yes, a letter by one of the. I don't remember what you called them, but the
Master of Burgers.
Master of Burgers. Yes. He's just. I think you can read for yourself. And he's gonna place it down on the table and slide it to him.
Alright, Ismark will take the letter and he'll look at. This says it was signed by my father, but this is not my father's penmanship. This was not written by father. You were tricked.
But you
I can assume so
You don't
at
say.
this point.
But you say Irina is in trouble, yes.
Irina is in trouble, yes. She has attracted the attention of Strahd. And he has visited her
So-
twice in the night, and can't allow it again.
So
What happens if it happens a third time?
I am not sure. But he is a devil. It should not be permitted to have my sister. I need to get her to Valaki.
Ula is confused. You say letter is trick, but letter is not lie?
Not everything in this letter is a lie, but it is a trick. My father would not write a letter inviting people to this thrice damned place.
And your father sounds like a good man.
Was a good man.
Was?
Oh.
The stress of Strahd's attacks on my home and the dourness of this place have laid my father low. He passed away
My
2 days ago.
my
Oh,
condolences.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate your words.
Well. Well, Veer, we
Hmm.
can't just really just stand aside and not help, can we?
I suppose that would make us both a bit of pikers if we did.
Sure would. Be it'd go against my order. So
That's what
well,
my father
since we're
never.
here,
My father told me to never let anybody stay without assistance. So
well, I know I can't speak for all of us here, but I mean I'll help you
I
as
appreciate
best
this.
I can. As best I can, anyway.
This whole
That-
place is Wapajad, but I'd will too.
Right. I do not know what the devil speaks, but I assume it is wisdom. Now,
He ain't a devil.
explain the horns then and the black skin.
It's a common misconception, Star. Just let it go.
And you say Strahd is also devil?
He is the devil. He may as well be for all intents and purposes.
Arnvir's gonna point at himself and the horns and like grab his tail, like
Well,
devil.
alright, well, Morning Lord preserve you if you ever actually do meet Strahd.
I think what we mean is he like me?
No, he is not like you.
This is why Ula is confused. People
That
should be
makes
more
more sense.
precise with words.
Arnvir got it.
If you meet him, you'll perhaps call him devil too. Despite his face. Not looking like your friend here.
No horns. Got it.
at least metaphorically.
Devil has multiple meanings.
It sure does.
Theron speaks truth. So come. We've had our drink. I can offer you shelter in my home. Such as it is, it seems to be safe against the Devil's Strahd.
We wouldn't want to impose.
If you are willing to help my sister, then it is no imposition. There is nothing that I could do to pay you back. I could not do enough to pay you back. She is the only family I have left.
That seems fair enough. So it's
Hard to say no when it comes to something like that.
be mighty grateful.
Perhaps wait until you see what the village of Barovia has to offer you before you are grateful for it.
As long as it is a shelter from the rain and somewhat warm drink.
He's gonna kind of do that thing. He's gonna with his hands.
I feel like asking for the ride home may be too much at this point.
At least we'll be grateful for the hospitality, because that's the most we've seen out of this place since we ended up here.
And to find hospitality in the middle of the woods.
So, with that, Ismark stands from the table. Let us go before the wall's ears take note of you. And then he turns to Ula. I did not mean this literally. Walls do not literally have ears. I do not think. Have not been to Valaki. Who knows? And he will step out into the night, where the rain has slowed to a drizzle, and walk up the streets to the burgomaster's mansion in the northeast corner of town. As he follows the winding road up towards it, there's a flash of lightning, and you can see to the west, looming over the village of Barovia, a great pinnacle rock, upon which sits a castle. You can only see the silhouette, framed momentarily in the distant lightning.
That's a big castle.
It is Ravenloft. We do not go there. Ever.
I'm guessing that's where this so-called Lord of the Land would live.
You're a prince.
Seems fitting for a prince.
He is no prince. He is death. He is ancient. He is the land.
Oh, look at that. Another lie to add to the list there.
Lots of lines we were fed. Big Lollapalooza.
Sure was.
Do you have dictionary for this one?
Yes, actually.
Player does.
A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Waves choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed this mansion. Not a pane nor shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Y'all been under siege here.
Indeed, we have. Almost every night for the last 3 weeks.
That's a long time.
I haven't seen things this bad since the sacking of Rose.
I thought the war was bad. This is pretty bad too.
Are you doing anything before you approach the mansion? The front door?
Star's just kind of glancing around the grounds, just...
Star, make me a perception check, please.
Right. Is it perception?
All right. With that 12, you notice that the weeds around the mansion have been trampled down, and you see scores of large wolf paw prints and human footprints.
Y'all got wolves around here?
We have many wolves. Do not go into woods.
Duly noted.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Well, that might explain the, They were showy, these people. Bunch of hi-hats.
Is there like some sort of wolf master or something? Because I see boot prints too.
No. Those are other minions of Strahd. Do not speak of them. But related, do not open doors to dark houses here.
That's fair.
And with that, he's going to knock 3 times on the door and call out to Irina. And there's a moment where you hear a lock, and then another lock, and then a slide, and then a hook, and then a lock, and then another slide. And at last the door opens. And a woman, a striking woman with auburn hair and tanned skin, stands in the lit doorway. Please, come in. Ismark, told you to stay out so late after dark. Who are these?
Two of them are people.
One more person calls me a devil, I swear.
You are not of Barovia, are you?
I'm gonna cast a kitten.
We might do
No,
what?
we ain't. We ain't from here. No.
Please don't throw any cats. The witches would get mad.
Eh,
So-
he means
I'd
he-
get mad.
Don't. Just, it's okay.
Okay.
The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded-up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin, poorly made, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Y'all ain't had time to make a proper grave for him yet, have you?
No. He needs to be interred at the cemetery for proper burial, but since my visits from Strahd, the villagers aren't willing to help us. My father was a good man. His heart finally gave out after night after night after night of constant attacks. The terrible creatures that monster has pitted against us.
Sounds like a man of valor. I can respect that. So yeah, mine's not a not a death or a life power, but probably couldn't hurt for us to try and help you get him buried.
We must carry him to the churchyard. But such things are not wise at night here.
You don't say.
Don't go into the woods. Don't go out at night.
Don't go anywhere.
Hit on a big list of things we can't do.
Well, it's-
We can't.
Sounds like the dark itself is evil.
There's not much to be said for this place except that the land itself has a darkness about it. You notice that every piece of furniture that can be moved has been pushed up against the windows, and every room has holy symbols in it.
Or they've had their daddles full with this.
Sure have.
Any
So-
recognizable holy symbols?
No, not to you.
Neat.
I ain't never seen any holy symbols like these before. I don't think I know this one.
These are the symbols of the Morning Lord.
The Morning Lord. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Is that one must be here specifically.
Ezron's just walking around the edge of the room, just observing all the windows. And
Yeah.
very uneasy. He looks very on edge.
Arnbeer is staying very close to Histara.
Is anyone else here? You defend house by yourself?
We do what we can. It's well fortified.
Bless you, blessed at this moment.
Don't
I'm sure it was.
don't see them taking the egg unless something drastic happens, though.
Egg?
It means to win.
Did you say that?
Not a literal egg. Ula.
That's what I
It is,
said.
it is a metaphor.
Yes.
Right, well, I understand that apparently that's a cat person. You're an owl. She's gonna look at Arenvir.
Oh boy.
And you are the harbinger of the Night Mother.
That's a new one.
It's a new one, actually. That
At least it was
haven't
creative
heard that
this
one
time.
before. Night Mother.
Morning Lord, Night Mother.
New to me.
What?
So what are you?
Tieflin.
Right, well, do not be surprised if you're not overly welcomed.
Rat.
I take it
I, for
y'all
one-
don't get many odder folks around here.
She's gonna look at your ears. Oh, you're fairly odd yourself, if that tells you much.
What? Okay, if I'm odd. Okay. That's the. She's just
Yeah,
gonna
where
kind
we're
of.
from, half elves are pretty common.
See, she's just gonna kind of mess with her ears a little bit.
Oh.
I'm odd, huh? I mean, I knew that, but not
You're
like
the
that.
you're the jammiest bit of jam, Chuckaboo. Don't let us tell you otherwise.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but that's
Jam.
first.
The jam is also a metaphor.
Yes, it is.
I see. Well, we don't have any here, so...
She is catching on faster than I am, surprisingly.
So you are invited to spend the evening at the Burgomaster's mansion. As the night goes on, you do hear wolves in the distance.
Oh dear.
Did you say house has been attacked every night, or just most nights?
Most nights.
Ezron, hearing the sound of the wolves, is just gonna like fluff up a bit.
Do not fear, Ezron. If this man and woman can defend house, we can do as good or better.
Is all the same, best to stay away from windows. Perhaps perhaps you go to inner rooms now, and you'll be kind of gestured away from the windows as you hear footsteps and snarls and human-like growls and groans from outside the mansion on all sides.
Don't like that.
Oh, that's
Tails
Boogans too.
His tail's just gonna go straight as he jumps into the middle of the room.
Every now and again you hear a great bang on one of the windows, the door, as something tries to get inside. But the house remains stout. And when morning comes, I would like you to synchronize your changes from DDB to your character sheets to bring it up to level 2,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Huzzah.
D&D
Let me
Beyond
figure
again.
that out real quick. Yeah.
Copy your URL and go to D&D Beyond link on your character sheet and synchronize levels. Brings you up to a healthy level 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, I need to figure out my beat real quick.
And while you're figuring that out, in the morning, your breakfast is fairly meager. Hard biscuits and something that could pass for a stew, probably cabbage.
Yeah.
But it is given to you with a smile and an appreciation for your help. The rain from last night has concluded. The storm cloud's gone from the sky, but as ever, there is a pall hanging over the land of Barovia. And the dawn is not so much a dawn as a slight lightening of the darkness to a dull gray.
ever get any brighter around here?
No, not generally. This is Barovia.
Huh. Gloomy.
Much, yes. Very gloomy. There are tales of days long by where there was proper sunlight in Barovia, but none of us now living could tell you anything about them.
That's just depressing.
You should try living here
Told ya,
for...
this whole place got the mobs.
Sure does.
I think I'm catching on now.
Perhaps you begin to make sense.
It's all just context clues and, you know.
Happy little R&B. Just
So those bangings and the groanings. That's is it the normal thing?
Increasingly, yes.
I can see why you'd wanna get Irina out of here.
Yes, well, I'm not going to go anywhere until my father has been buried.
It is no longer nighttime.
Okay.
So.
No reason we can't help.
I appreciate this greatly. So,
Well,
is
you
everybody...
gave us shelter from the rain. It is the least we could do.
Well, whenever you're ready. And she's going to enter the parlor and place the lid over her father's coffin. Kind of stinks.
I'm pretty sure I'd get smacked upside the head by the sisters back in Villamond if I didn't help out, so. Okay. I can try and, you know, I can try and help carry.
So, the group of you step forward and lift the coffin. Apologies. One moment.
Oh, good.
oh boy.
And after a short walk through the village, notably, a great many people, well, as close to a great many people as this place has, avoid you like the plague.
Hey, fair enough.
You see people dour-faced, stepping very quickly into their homes. But you arrive without issue at the interesting. You arrive with no real issue at the church, with Ismark and Irina in tow, helping carry their father's coffin. And let's see. As you approach, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Such a shame. Looks like it was once a beautiful building.
Perhaps long before my time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because if I say anything, it's gonna come out wrong.
Looks like someone took offense to it, doesn't it?
Is this building also under attack by Strahd?
For many years.
Well, it sure looks like it.
But why here, though? Like, your house, he wants Irina, yes?
Yes.
And here, what does he want? Like, other buildings in town not destroyed, right?
This is a holy place. The devil Strahd takes offense to it.
Don't like holy things. Okay.
It's rude.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty rude.
Well, he did say he was a devil, so reasonable enough to assume.
Yeah.
Several things don't like it.
So Ismark is going to push open the door and step inside with help from all of you carrying his coffin. And the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors to each side of the hall lead to adjacent chambers. You can see this chapel is strewn with debris, and hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
Stara jumps.
Ezra
What
just
the hell?
rears up like a cat.
Okay, what the hell was that?
Do not know exactly, but the villagers do not come here often anymore.
Hey, fair enough. That is probably wise.
Bunch of palookas in this town.
I mean, churches are supposed to be, safe against. What?
The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. As you step in, you hear from beneath the chapel floor a young man's voice crying out, "Father, I'm starving!"
Ula will just turn to stare at the man.
I suddenly feel like this plan isn't going to percolate the way we think.
Histara is just gonna kind of ruffle a little bit and just, excuse me.
He's going to turn to you. Oh, yes.
What was that? That screaming? You hiding a secret here that we should know about?
No, do not worry. It is fine.
Doesn't sound fine.
Certainly do not sound fine.
Is that your child?
Or is it just a reference to you as a priest?
No, please do not be alarmed. He's gonna wipe away a tear. My boy is sick, and I pray for his deliverance. But do not worry, you are safe.
If he's sick, you should feed him.
He's gonna just kind of pale a little bit. No.
What kind of sickness is it?
Please. Do not pursue this.
I might be able to help. I ran a clinic with my father and my mother, and I'm not as skilled as they are. I might be able to offer some assistance.
I appreciate your offer, but I need he has come under the pall of the Devil's Strahd.
What does that mean?
He is cursed. And I pray for his deliverance. Please.
Huh.
Irina, Ismark. You have brought your father.
Convenient, a distraction.
Oh, I guess I'll let that one go for now. Cause yeah, we're here to help. We're here to help get this man buried.
Good. It is as close to dawn as it will be. Come, help me dig the grave. We will bury him.
Right, we'll have him grinning at the daisy roots in no time.
As you all leave the chapel, you hear the screams again, and you can see the face of a broken-hearted father cross the priest's face as he walks out. I am Donovich, the priest of Barovia village, and what you hear is my son Doru. Do not worry, you are safe.
Priest
Are
is
you?
first person in Barovia to tell us this.
Go. You are safe in the chapel. You are safe for my son.
Why would Ula fear for
Everyone keeps
Ula's
saying-
safety from your son?
Why does everyone say it's safe?
My son hungers.
Yes, we can hear that.
Please.
He's hungry. Why lock him up in the hooskow?
What?
He's map picking.
Ezran's also just gonna double a look of confusion. Just
Histar's just gonna shake her head.
Please. You are strange people from strange lands. I do not wish to... Just leave me, my boy, alone. He will not hurt anybody, I promise.
Guess we're gonna have to take your word for it.
And he will lead you out and around to the cemetery where he will say prayers to the Morning Lord for deliverance of Kolyan Indorovich's soul to escape the land of Barovia and find peace somewhere beyond. After the hour or two that it takes to bury the burgomaster, Donovich is going to pull Theron aside, seeing that Theron is the most the least weird of all of you.
Not weird.
I do not know if you know this, but the Devil Strahd has taken an interest in Irina.
We've been told.
It would be... You seem like good people, and it would be a wonderful service for you to take her as far away from Ravenloft as possible. To Kresk, to the Abbey of St. Markovia, perhaps. It is the most holy site in all the land. And surely she would be safe there. Or, failing that, Vallaki is a fortified town and further from Ravenloft. Perhaps there, but please, take her away from here.
Yeah, well, we're rather unfamiliar with here. Do you have any map or anything?
I have no map, but travel west along the old Svalich road.
West.
That way, and he'll point west.
Fair enough.
Leave Barovia village to the west. You'll cross the river, keep going. Follow the road, follow true, and you'll come to Vallaki. There is a byway. If you take the byway, it will take you to the Vistani camp. This is where Madame Eva lives. It's a dangerous place. Though it is said that Madame Eva is wise in the ways of Barovia and some of its darker secrets.
Well, before we got here, we told to seek her out. So, might be on the list.
If you do seek her out, I recommend you exercise caution.
Noted.
And if you hear of a way to cure the curse that Strahd brings to us all, please. My boy needs help.
Aaron's kind of curious, and I mean, presumably he's got knowledge on it. Can you make some sort of check on that?
Yeah, why don't you give me a, let's see, with your background, we'll call this we're going to call it survival, since Theron's survival has often depended on his knowledge of such creatures.
That's fair.
And because I want you to be able to use your wisdom.
That's fair.
From what you can tell, being visited at night and the curse that Strahd, there's Strahd is obviously some sort of creature, some abnormal creature bestowing curses on people, coming out at night. You have your suspicions.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, the way he's acting, the way Donovich is acting, his son's probably not hungering for a good loaf of bread and a pot pie.
Uh-huh.
Now, whether that's human flesh, a baby, blood, who knows? Mysteries abound. The possibilities for depravity are endless.
Animals are a good substitute.
Fair
enough. Well, take your words into very much high consideration.
I appreciate it. May the morning Lord bless you. And
you.
And may Mother Night keep your nights safe.
Seems we'll need it.
Probably.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, so the burgomaster has been buried. You're still standing by the church. You can still hear the screams coming from the Undercroft.
Man, that gives me the shivers.
Not much we can do about it, I'm afraid.
We could feed him.
I'd say the Godwalla would want to try and sort of keep this dry, but I don't think he's going to be able to with those screams.
Certainly not if we can hear it even out here.
Oh dear.
When was the last time he ate?
Yeah.
He let's see, when was the last time he ate? Is
real food or
the last time I saw him eat was a year ago when he left with a black cloaked wizard.
Wait, what? Year? Cannot go a year without eating.
You should leave it well enough alone.
I I mean, Ula thinks that is far too long to go without eating, but also he should be dead if he hasn't been eating, so something weird is going on here. So Ula will leave, I guess. But Ula does not like this.
Ula can't survive 4 days without eating because of sheer size.
Irina will turn to you and I thank you greatly for what you've done for me.
Of course.
And Ismark is gonna he's kind of like scratching his chin. Maybe you could go west and take Irina with you to Valaki. Maybe if you're heading that way, maybe perhaps.
Hey, please.
Please.
I mean, yeah, you asked us to help her, get safer from.
Yes, but I mean now.
Devil Strahd.
Like now would be good.
I wasn't going out. All right. So you're okay. Fine.
Pushing us out, why don't you?
Saddle up, move on out, I guess.
I am deathly afraid for my sister, you understand. And as you're speaking, Irina kind of punches him on the shoulder. I'm not going anywhere until I have retrieved my things. It will take me. I'll be ready to leave by noon, she says.
Okay. And yourself? Is Strahd not also attacking you in your home? Like, is same home? Yes.
Strahd is after Irina, not me. I will do what I can to give the people of Barovia village some hope, the way my father tried. It's hard for them living in the shadow of Ravenloft.
Had a fella, fight. You gotta fight the tyranny.
These people have been.
You gotta do it.
These people have been under Strahd's thumb for as long as our grandparents can remember, and their grandparents before them.
You don't say.
I do.
Well, he sounds like a tyrant I'd like to give a punch then.
Well, perhaps you'll have the opportunity. So perhaps you give us the morning, or perhaps tomorrow you can take Irina. I'm afraid there's not much to offer you here in Barovia village. But I can tell you, if there is something you're looking for or something that I can help you find, I can give you information. I know the area around Barovia well enough.
I mean,
How far is Valaki?
Yeah, I don't happen to have any. You don't happen to have a map, do you?
I'm afraid I do not. No.
Know where we might get one?
No, but Valaki would be more likely to have it. Valaki is about 15 miles on the old Svalich Road.
Oh, okay, so not long trip. Can get there before nightfall, easy.
Priest also mentioned a place called Krezk.
Krezk is much further away. It's another 15 miles perhaps on top of that.
Okay.
He said it might also be a good place to take her.
I do not know much about Krezk. We do not.
It's further than Strahd. From Strahd. Further.
Are they in the same direction?
Yes, everything is west of here. The only thing to the east is the gates, and the gates do not open.
Noted.
Oh, so if we go east, we leave Barovia?
If you go east, you go into woods. The gates do not open for you. If you go into woods, you are eaten by wolves. Or choked by mist.
I don't fancy that.
Most people don't.
Does mist do that here? This literal choking?
No, I do not recommend finding out for yourself.
I have to say, I'm not goofy for this place at all.
It does not
Yes,
seem like the type
nothing
of place
goofy
one
about
would.
this place.
Doesn't seem like the type of place one would take a vacation.
So if you keep going west and south, follow the old Svalich Road, you go over the Ivlis River first. You keep going, you pass the Sarah Pool. This is a great lake. If you go off the road at this point, you find an encampment of Vistani. We don't often go there. They occasionally trade with us for things that we need at very high prices. Keep following. You cross the Evlis River again. Then the gates of Ravenloft. Do not go right. If you go right, you go to Ravenloft Castle, you die. You go left, you go through the hills, you end up at Valaki. You hopefully do not die. You might perhaps die, but please do not die before delivering Irina.
Right.
We'll do our best.
Boy, your confidence in us speaks volumes, good sir.
There are many bones in the foundations of Barovia.
Huh.
That's not foreboding at all.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll let Irina gather what she needs to get. And do we need to meet somewhere when you're ready?
I will meet you in the... Come to the Burgomaster's mansion. That would be easiest.
Sounds good.
But I would ask that we not wait more than a day or so.
I don't plan on hanging out here very long anyway.
You said noon. Noon sounds... Would be faster with horses.
There are no horses in Barovia Village.
Of course there's not.
I didn't mean it literally when I said saddle up. You know, just a figure of speech.
You could have meant it literally.
I coulda, but I didn't. Well, okay. I guess Miss Irina can go get her stuff and we can just mosey on around, I guess. Till she looks up at the sky to try and determine what time of day it is.
It is mid-morning, as far as you can tell. But
I can't tell exactly, but okay. I guess we'll just mosey around for a couple or few hours.
okay.
So what is there to do? Ula does not think there are many sights to be seeing.
Barovia Village is quite dull. You could go see the Ivlis River if you wish to leave town for a few minutes. Or perhaps, just be wary of what you come across.
And Irina is safe for now, yes? Strahd does not attack during day?
He has not so far.
That's good to know.
We have...
Wedding.
Attacks usually come in waves. We have been attacked the last couple of nights. I suspect we'll be able to hold out, if we had to, for another night or two. But, would not like to wait too long.
No, I don't imagine you would want to wait around for that.
One last question. We heard crying last night.
Yes. That is, very sad story.
So far, what isn't?
It is the woman Mary. They call her Mad Mary now. Her daughter left some time ago. Has not been seen.
Huh.
So, while Irina is getting prepared, you do have several hours.
Yeah, oh boy.
What would you like to do in that time?
Yeah, no idea.
Because, so, from what you've been told, the Serpool is fairly close, within a few miles, as is the supposed Vistani encampment. Other than that, there's just looking around Barovia village.
I guess Ula will ask party, what do you think is wrong with Son of Priest? Priest said he has not eaten for 1 year, which is way too long, but is still alive?
There's no way one
Double
can
Dutch?
go without a year without eating.
No,
Nah,
Ula
my
did not think
suspicions.
so. Care to explain?
Well, growing up, family trade, I suppose, is monster hunting, and some of which work her that way,
So you reckon he's a monster?
of sorts, potentially. Can't really say without saying them for sure, but it's possible.
How many monsters have you hunted?
Mm, not terribly much myself.
Disappointing. Ula killed a bear once. Small bear. Black bear. And
Was
Ula
the
will
bear
actually like
small or was
dangle
it small
the like bear paw that she wears on her bead necklace.
Was it
That would explain that.
Ah, dang. I assume being underground would be considered full cover, or, well, we can't see him, so I assume full cover is a thing.
What?
I was gonna see if my divine sense could do anything,
Oh.
but because it lets me sense anything affected by Hallow spell, and then I can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. But it can't be behind total cover, so
Yeah. That's...
never mind.
So,
Well, if we're apparently going to die, I say we attempt to prepare as best we can.
I don't fancy dying, but
I don't fancy dying either.
there is no coffin maker in Barovia. I'm sorry.
I don't want a coffin. I want
Potion maker and
yeah, like an apothecary.
We have no apothecary in Barovia village. Perhaps Valaki.
Do you have anything in Barovia village?
Yeah, no horses, no coffin maker. Wait, what did they bury your father in?
I don't even think I can get a cup of joe in this
really
town.
made coffin.
We made the coffin ourselves.
I see.
No, Barovia village, we have very little. Houses. We have a tavern. It's fine. There's
you got a tavern, you got a church.
houses full of you best not know what's in the houses. I don't recommend it, honestly.
I don't want to find out.
The Vistani come through occasionally.
No, those.
I got half a mind to punch one of them.
I
If
I swear
they're-
there's a house that appears and disappears. Seemingly it will.
Don't like that.
How does a whole house appear and disappear?
You are in Barovia.
I think the lesson is that we should not necessarily question it. It's a different realm, it appears, or world, or continent. I'm not sure.
I don't get it.
I don't think you're meant to.
It's all double Dutch to me. That means incomprehensible. Apparently none of y'all can understand me.
Sorry, you talk weird.
You talk weird.
You talk in
Sorry,
double
that was
Dutch.
me. I talk in double Dutch? He turns to Histara, just pointing at himself like, what?
She's just gonna kind of shrug. I mean, I'm used to hearing you talk.
This whole time, Irina and Ismark are just like slowly walking away. Like,
Just kind of Histara
Well,
just
that's
kind
fine,
of gestures
yeah.
for them to chew.
Yeah. Saying she needs to get ready.
It's like, congratulations, you're leaving your sister's life in the hands of these idiots.
Ismark feels
More of a-
regret.
You had to say that's more on him than anything.
Oh yes, first outsiders I've seen in years. Here's my
Yeah.
sister.
Desperate
cat,
times,
an
desperate
owl.
measures, all that.
Cat, owl, devil, weird, pointy-eared person, the one normal guy.
Could go wrong.
Everything.
Well, one thing's for sure. I never want to step foot in a carnival ever again.
Histara's just gonna kind of look a little bit smug.
Yes, yes. You can gloat later.
Nah, this is good. I'm gloating right now.
Well,
Don't like all this talk about monsters, though. I mean, okay, sure, okay, when I was, you know, how old was I? Wasn't that long ago. I mean, I caved in a zombie skull once, but, you know, that ain't...
Oh,
Ah.
good. Well, you can crush him. Turn to dust.
So, what will you guys? Will you explore Barovia Village while you wait, or will you leave Barovia Village for a time while you're waiting?
I'll be there.
Might as well stay nearby.
yeah,
Forest sucks.
the place sucks. Maybe we can scout
Oops,
ahead.
all bad.
I don't know.
Didn't they tell us to seek Madame Ava?
Yeah, suppose it is on way to Vallaki.
Only one way to find out.
Or was Madame Ava in Vallaki?
No. It was a Vistani camp on road somewhere.
Yeah. That's what the priest said, too.
Oh, was Madame Ava in the Vistani camp? I apologize. I must have missed that.
Sweet. I guess we could go try and see if we can find her. I guess. Because I don't know how long Miss Irina's gonna take.
So, do we have a consensus on what you're going to do?
Well, we can't even get a good cup of Joe or noodle juice in this town. So,
Jeez.
And that'd be a bad idea to see what lies ahead in the roads. Or I don't know.
something.
I just want to get out of this town.
Yes.
Go for a walk.
All right.
I do not feel. It makes my hair stand up. Okay, I don't like Barovia already.
Okay.
You know,
Doesn't seem like the most.
Ezron, right? I don't think I've seen your fur flat since you got here. Besides, getting soaked by rain.
Yes, well, there's plenty of reasons for me to be on edge.
Yeah. You ain't used to none of this, are you?
No, I am the son of I'm the son of a medical examiner, a medical professional. Well,
Healer?
during the war, when times fell hard and actually, he was a bit of everything. So it's more or less where he was needed.
Huh.
So, Histara, no offense, old Chuckaboo, but I don't know if any of us are used to this.
I mean, no, I ain't either. But, I mean, oh, hell in it.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
For a walk?
Go
Okay.
for a walk.
Go for a walk and
All right.
go for a walk out westward, I guess.
Okay. So, as you step out of town, the there. Okay. All right. So the road exits town to the south and a little bit west. You travel for some time along the along the old Svalich Road, as Ismark called it. And as you cross the Iveless River, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in three directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sarpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves, shrouded in fog.
Well, seems
Well.
to certainly fit in with the rest of the land around here.
Sure does.
Just Farron, which way did Priest say was camp?
West.
Everything was west and don't turn. Everything was west and don't turn right.
The priest did also say something about the Sarpool.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, did he not? Oops.
Yeah, I don't remember that out
can
of
say he
character
did.
either. Right. What would he have said about
What would
it?
he? Clearly, we just don't remember him saying it. We need a
Actually-
reminder, please.
Actually, thinking about it, would have been Ismark, I think, that said something about the
Oh,
Sarpool.
very good. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine. You can tell us later.
I think I know what my next feat's gonna be.
Well,
So you've got the northwest fork that leads to the Sarpool, and you got the southwest fork that leads to Valaki and Ravenloft.
Okay, I
wanna-
think it is in that direction, but
did we want to go? Did we want to go check out that pool that it says there, or did we want to walk a little more towards Valaki?
Well, we don't want to go too far, right?
pool sounds nice. As if anything in Barovia is going to be nice. But...
I'm just gonna give like not like a really stare, but just like a really.
I guess on that matter, does the forest seem nicer during the day? Like, are we actually hearing anything, or is it still lifeless and silent?
It is. Take a perception check for me, Ula.
Okie dokie.
Let's see what your owl ears hear.
What your owl eyes see?
What do they see? Fuck all.
Uh,
Not a lot.
Other than maybe nothing. Wind and leaves, and oppressive fog.
It's going to be good to see the sun once again. Whenever that is.
I guess we'll go look at that water feature.
Nice water feature. Welcome to Barovia Village. We got a nice water feature. You can see Ravenloft Castle from here.
Travel pamphlets.
Here's your house. Here's this room. It's an on fire dumpster. Could be a nursery.
All right. So you walk down the path towards the Sere Pool. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter,
Oh, hey,
are
we found
pitched
camp.
outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons.
Oh.
A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north, between the river and the forest's edge.
Star is gonna kind of just lean over towards Ironveer. Remind me, it'd be a bad idea to just randomly punch one of them.
Is it after 10 o'clock?
We don't know if this is same circus people, though.
Is it after 10 o'clock?
I don't know. You look up at the sky and tell me.
I don't know. I don't want to tell you yes because my conscience is going to feel bad. Yeah, go ahead.
Ula is pretty sure that it is day.
Histara, if they come at you, you can punch them.
Okay. Cool.
Coming too aggressively. They threaten you, that's fine.
You have my permission this once.
Please don't start the fight.
Great. She just kind of hits her fist against her palm a little bit.
I'm sorry, there's no stopping her when she's like this. I've tried.
No is the thing you can.
He's just gonna grip his quarterstaff tighter.
No is something I can tell her. Whether or not she'll listen to it. She's getting better.
I'll wait for self-defense. Fine.
Get better.
Fine.
Whimper a bit.
She's just gonna kind of huff.
So there are a great many of these Vistani, you think they were called, around the bonfire. A couple of them take notice of your approach, but they don't cease their singing or engage you in any way.
Star is gonna kind of walk up. Just, y'all got a Madam Ava around here?
The Vistani are startled by your forthrightness. The various men and women around the camp, they are all sloshed, drunk already, deep in their cups.
Oh, good.
Addy, we have a Madam Ava. She's in that tent back there, and they point towards this tent right about here.
Well, it may or may not be 10 o'clock.
Oh, they are just all up the pole.
Sure are. Okay, I won't start no brawl.
I don't think they would remember.
You know, I do appreciate that.
Thank y'all very much. I guess if y'all don't mind, we'll just go over there.
As Madam Ava awaits you. Please.
Oh, she awaits us. Okay.
Histara,
I-
please.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Once
Histara,
you see
please.
Madame Eva, come back and we will tell you a tale, and you'll drink with us, and we will have great merriment.
I wish
Okay,
this was
we'll see about that.
I wish this
That's
was all
hell
a
of a
dream.
Oh, that's a. Don't know.
Hello.
Oh,
Scary woman has appeared.
that is indeed a woman.
She's something. Go back in the tent, please.
So as you enter the tent, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
That was did not expect that.
I'm guessing you're Madame Ava.
I am Histara Half-Elven of Gatewatch.
How'd you know my name?
I know many things about you and your friend. I'm very olden, stranger in this land, and even stranger in the one that you are from.
Hmm.
Let us
Sarge
not
is going to kind of sidestep a little closer to Aranvir.
let us not forget Baron Silvas, who wishes to live up to his father's legacy. Or Ula, who is a stranger even to herself.
Ula does not know what you mean. Ula is Ula, and Ula knows that Ula is Ula.
And Ezran, who wants only to see his family again.
I'm sorry, what was that?
And Ezran, who wishes only to see his family again, but finds himself in Barovia.
Yes, well, it seems we all found ourselves here, despite our own wishes.
If Madame Ava knows many things, does Madame Ava know how to leave Barovia?
After a fashion, yes.
Will Madame Ava share this information with us?
Oh, you cannot leave Barovia, not while Strahd still sits upon his throne. This is not an option for you.
There's no choice in the matter.
So we're stuck here.
Indeed.
Great. Great.
This is
Inconvenient.
inconvenient is putting it nicely. She's so weird.
We were
She's Wapajad.
we were told to seek you. They didn't. We weren't told why.
You are here to hear of your fortune. Yes, I may tell you of your future.
Okay.
Does the future involve going home?
Perhaps. I can help you somewhat with your troubles.
I think we're. I don't think we're in any position to refuse any help we can get.
Very well. It occurs to me that the overlay has not been working this entire time, but that's okay.
Aw, bummer.
Wait, what?
It is
The stream
okay.
overlay.
What?
Wait, in what way is it not working?
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Never mind. Don't disregard my stupidity. All right. I'm lost. All right. So Madame Ava will invite you to her table. And I will attempt to do this correctly,
Oh dear.
bearing in mind that I am bad at things.
Or not.
You're not bad.
You're not. How dare you?
I am bad at something, so that's okay.
Because that's how you get better.
All right. So she invites you to her table, and if you, let's see here.
Way the reading.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if I can.
We've got video now.
Do have
Oh, we
video.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I'm not
There
sure
we
I can
go,
share
now-
this in Discord and on the stream at the same time, but Madam Ava will bring out a deck of cards, separate them into two, and shuffle them. The Taroka cards will tell you your future. They will tell you where you may find help and hindrance in your quest to escape this land, to fight the devil Strahd.
Oh,
She lays 3 cards out.
On your stream.
Then 2 below. The lower chords we will read first. They will tell you of things that may help you and places that you may go. First, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. The Conjurer. She closes her eyes and she communes a moment. I see a dead village drowned by a river, ruled by one who has brought great evil into the world. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The traitor. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. The necromancer hides it. A woman hangs over a roaring fire. Find her and you will find the treasure. And now the crowns speak to us. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in your battle against darkness. But no, you have drawn the Dark Lord, the worst of all truths. You will face the evils of this land alone. Lastly, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. The innocent. He dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom, a brother of light snuffed out too soon. The Taroka has spoken.
it's cool.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Right.
Huh. That's a lot to take in there.
They're awful vague things, aren't they?
Yes. Does Madam Ava speak in metaphors, or is just this also all Madam Ava knows herself?
I speak what I have seen, and I will help you no further.
It's not necessarily to be taken at face value, it seems, but more of a guideline.
It would be wise of you to consider Madame Ava's words carefully.
Oh, there's much to be considered, including the laughter.
Yeah, we'll take your words into under advisement. I think I'm going to be puzzling on these quite a while. I think not too good at these puzzles.
Thought I spoke double Dutch.
Seaver, you make sense, at least to me. I don't.
Comparatively, many things make sense.
Ouch. Well, if that's all the help she can give, then I guess we.
That's not as much as we are going to get.
That's probably all we're going to get.
Yes, well, does not make sense to Ula now, but thank you for your words. Perhaps they will make sense later.
Thank you for the time.
For your sake, I hope they make sense. Sooner rather than later. Farewell, travelers. And best of luck to you.
Well,
Much appreciated. Goodbye.
safe travels to you too.
Weirdo cackly leaf.
Again, Ezron stares, just standing up.
So, you leave Madame Ava's tent. I hope it was everything you wished it would be.
Not to be rude or question her in any way. Did anybody understand that?
Star is just going to shake her head.
Find a bunch of people. People have things we need. People are in places we don't know.
All I got out of any of it, first of all, is that there's some sort of holy symbol we can find, and some sort of blade of sunlight. And
Priest did say that Strahd does not like holy things.
And facing evils alone, and a brother of light. Snuffed out too soon.
Ula is hoping we will not be alone because we are currently together.
I think it is more of a metaphorical sense.
Too many metaphors. Always metaphors.
They're not so bad.
I think she might have given us some points to look at, but as to what they are, I have no idea.
Well, perhaps it will help us recognize them when we see them.
The sort of the sunlight I feel like would be very easy to spot in a dark, damp place like this.
I mean, you can't see a light if it's hidden.
Yes, and it sounded like some person perhaps has it.
Necromancer.
Ah, yes, necromancy. Makes perfect sense here. Already dark and gloomy. What? Throw a necromancy too, why not?
A vile magic it is.
So as you
like necromancy.
As you're leaving the tent and as you walk out into the encampment, the Vistani cheer as you approach. Come, drink with us. Drink and make merry. We tell you stories of the outside world.
But we come from the outside world.
Why would you like to go back?
We tell you story of Barovia.
Do any of these folks look familiar?
No, not really. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let you. I should have had you roll up.
I can roll.
Let's investigate that.
Oh boy, let's investigate.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say no, but like.
Hey.
Yeah, a couple of them look a little familiar. Or you could just not be able to discern their faces, racist.
All humans look the same to me.
Yeah, so Ula agrees with the statement.
I like that. All right, either I'm a bit more prejudiced, as Arenvir's gonna like lean over to Histar and just be like, either I'm a little bit more prejudiced than I thought I was, or some of those chaps look familiar.
Istar's gonna kind of just peer over at him, kind of tilt her head.
I was just thinking we saw like carnival barkers and such, you know.
He's
Yeah,
gonna kind of shrug.
They're not just as carnival workers, but their faces are a little familiar to you. These could be the same ones.
Start a fight.
Now, Arenvir, you told me not to start no fights. Are you trying to get me to start a fight?
I'm not. Histara, you know I would never.
There's so many of them.
I was just making an observation. I would never tell you to start a fight.
Arenvir, that's horseshit. It's horseshit and you know it.
The Vistana is holding out a wineskin to you, kind of shaking.
Could I heard you listen to stories about this place?
Yeah, I agree.
Let's say something about history.
Maybe while the wine might not be something we might partake in, I feel like maybe understanding the lands might serve us some benefit.
They cheer.
I usually drink this early.
They cheer when you begin to approach to join them at the fire, and they make room for you.
Ezra's gonna sit close to Ula. Ula is big scary owl.
I'll tell you a story. That I saw myself, a mighty wizard, came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, and he's going to point at Ezran. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil's Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil's Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlos had already spirited him away.
No. That is, a cheery tale. He's gonna avoid sitting in that spot. Scoot over to Theron.
Vampire.
Ula will scoot over because Ula knows that Ezran wanted to sit next to Ula.
I'd rather not sit in the spot of that wizard. Rather not have that luck.
Oh, vampires, you say?
Well, of course, the devil's Strahd, the vampire lord of Barovia.
Oh, vampires, wonderful. Just wonderful.
So-
And you say this vampire also had magic?
Oh yes, I saw it with my own eyes.
Hey, we ain't doubting what you saw.
Question, does this guy actually have eyes?
Yes, he has eyes.
It's Blindbeard the pirate.
I like that that's the question. Like,
Does he have eyes?
oh yeah, do you even have eyes?
It's a good question, I think.
Good question. It's just funny.
It is a fair
Valid.
question. Yeah.
Like it's the like
Man broke
DM.
on
I
his
would like
ass
to
to get the
insight. Does he even have eyes? Like, sorry.
Yes, it's a wonderful story.
I thought so. Yes.
Very, very wonderfully well told. But do you know where this Strahd character, this devil, came from?
Castle. I do not know much of the history myself. I'm afraid. My apologies.
Oh, no need to apologize. Just take another drink and enjoy yourself.
Do Vistani have stories of Barovia village? Do Vistani know of what happened to son of priest or daughter of madwoman?
I know not of what you speak, but if son of priest was with the people that the wizard riled up, then perhaps son of priest died too.
That's not reassuring.
Not really.
Very unsettling.
Yeah, most things around here are, except for us. We do very well.
So it seems.
You must know this place well, then, to do well.
Oh, of course, we are Vistani.
What's that mean?
We travel the worlds. We serve Strahd. We bring people here to him. We attempt to free him from his curse by bringing those who could possibly help him.
Well, I suppose that does.
Well,
That does explain a few things, actually.
We serve at Madame Ava's pleasure.
Histara just, Arnmir just puts a hand on Histara's shoulder, like, not yet.
In that case, is Madame Ava one who called us here? Is that why Madame Ava knows our names?
I do not know how Madame Ava works. She is mystery to all.
Oh, mystery is an understatement.
You practically hear Histara is shaking in her armor. She's just got this energy. She doesn't know what to do with it.
Now, Histara, we don't know if these nice people are the ones that put us in those coffins.
But yes.
The old carnival coffin.
Specifically.
If not Madame Ava, then who did bring us here?
The Vistani brought you here.
Oh boy.
brought us here in coffins, huh?
It is a good trick, is it not?
I'm not gonna validate that with an answer.
Well, perhaps you come around.
I am quickly losing control. Arnmir's like sitting here like, I am quickly losing control of the situation.
Okay.
Like, well, there goes.
Well, gentlemen, it has been an honor to listen to your stories.
You don't have to lie.
I'm being polite.
Again.
He's just gonna give like a head nod towards Astara. But as much as we actually did enjoy the stories, we must be going. We have a great many things to do, much more of the land to see, and yes, we wish to experience Barovia for ourselves.
Well, you will have no end of entertainment in Barovia. Safe travels to you and good luck.
I have no doubt about that.
I have several doubts about that.
Strong drink, my friends. Strong drink.
Oh, they're drinking something.
Fuck out of here.
All right. So, As you leave,
Please follow.
Like a...
Sorry, my player was typing.
We weren't sure.
Sorry, Arnvir stayed.
Look, we're not trying to start anything. We're not trying to kill anybody.
We were not the ones who started this whole situation.
No, but there are a vast number of them, more than us. So
Yes,
probably best
Ula counted only 11. That's
I
2
can
for
count.
each of us, 1 extra for Ula.
I can count.
Start,
yes,
please.
I'm not asking you to count. I want you to avoid counting the amount of fists you're going to put on their face.
I said self-defense. Proud of
It-
you.
It was far from about to be self-defense.
Histar is gonna find the nearest tree that looks just sturdy enough and punch it.
My point exactly.
Histara, I for one am proud that you kept your punch. Well,
Fiery one, that one.
It's a Barovian tree. It probably deserves it.
so as you walk back towards, excuse me, the village of Barovia, the Y meets back up. Excuse me, and you head towards Barovia village, and you hear, excuse me, you hear
Bless you.
Coughing in
hoofbeats.
the phone.
You're coughing in the
You hear
forest. You hear hoofbeats heading towards you from the direction of the village.
Wait, from the direction of the village? Were we not told there are no horses in Barovia village?
we sure were.
We were told.
Hmm.
Whether or not we were told the truth is a completely different story.
I am so tired of these people feeding us lines.
Is one set of hoof prints or more? Or
No.
hoof beats, yeah.
Two sets as far as you can tell. And soon, 2 figures come into view.
Oh.
A great nobleman of pallid face and black hair sits atop a great black destrier with a mane that is not just fiery orange, but appears to actually be on fire. Another man sits behind him on a black horse, and they ride together. The
Poor horse.
Brown.
well, you know, as you approach, the man behind steps. He trots his horse out in front, and you hear him say aloud towards you, "Make way for Lord Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of this land."
What?
It's a bit of a mouthful, but
Oh no. Oh good. This is
Wonderful.
Session 1.
wonderful.
Can't wait to die.
As much as I
I can't move. Game paused.
I love to move, but the game is paused.
We would love to get out of your way, but our DM has not unpaused the game. Arnvir's
We'll
just
move.
grabbing a star, like, okay.
Oh,
okay.
oh, shit. Okay.
Love move.
As they trot past, you see the man atop the black horse with the flaming mane look back and forth at each of you, bored, before looking
come
forward.
on. We are nothing if not, like, we are not boring. Like, anything else you can say about us, sure. Like, but boring is not one.
He is allowed.
we have a scaredy cat, an oversized owl, normal man, Devil May 1920 radio, and large angry woman.
Shoot, it's still day, right?
As day as it ever gets in Barovia.
Well, sure. Huh.
As high
Yeah,
as the sun, as high as the sun actually gets.
I wonder where he's going.
As long as it is away from us, I feel like that is the best option.
Well, Winger's bringing on our luck.
I suppose it is good we were not traveling with Irina yet, then.
Maybe.
Although, we definitely perhaps should go get her.
Maybe let's go get her and not say her name at all until we are sure that the
Whose name?
vampire is out of insight.
I don't know who you're talking about.
What about?
Exactly.
No. Right. Well, they seem to be a pleasant lot.
Yes, the looks that the noblemen gave you were those of boredom and, frankly, derision.
Unamused.
Rude.
He is as pleasant as the rest of this place.
Histara's just gonna kind of lean over to Aranvir. No, wait, but really, I was a little distracted by how punchable his face is.
Histara, please.
I didn't say I was gonna. I just said it looked punchable. That's all.
What face isn't punchable?
Aranvir is gonna like.
Yeah, but like his face is especially punchable.
Aranvir just like
Histara.
points to,
That one's especially
just
punchable.
points to.
Histara,
Ryan.
stealth, please.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait, what?
Julian earshot.
Oh,
Strahd, what's your vampire ears here?
rip Histara.
It'd be a great time for you to pull that 20 back out.
Would love if you pull that 20 back out.
Hold on. Oh gosh, because
Histara from session 1 to session 1.
give me a second. Okay, you said just.
Oh, I can't believe his star's gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Histara is
About
dead.
that.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I can't believe Histara's dead.
She's gonna. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I don't love that.
Guess who's coming back?
Ah.
My lord, shall I? And then the man lifts up his hand. No,
Histara,
I shall see to this one myself.
Oh.
He will ride his horse back towards you, Histara. And with a great flourish, dismount his steed.
oh God.
No.
Histara, he will look down at you,
Oh.
smiling.
Big.
She's just gonna kind of cross her arms and just kind of chewing on her lip.
So, what did the peasant say about me?
If it's any consolation, I say it about a lot of nobles.
He's going to get right up, almost nose to nose with you.
Ugh.
Aranvir's tense.
I was content to pass you by. But go ahead. You've made your threat. Try it.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Oh, look, an invitation.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Histara's gonna kind of look over to Aranvir, just like,
Just he just gives a little shake of his head, like no.
Yeah,
This is
Ula's
a
just
bad
watched it.
idea.
Yeah, Ula's just watching both of them very intently.
Darren basically has a hand on his sword. It's like, this isn't gonna go.
What you gonna do, Histara?
take it back. Take it back.
Oh.
You're smarter than you look. Tabaxi, half-elf, owlin, tiefling, human. You're not worth my time, but let me teach you something, little half-elf.
Oh boy.
One must follow through on one's threats. He's going to turn to Arenvir.
Oh, no.
Arenvir, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh,
Lovely.
Oh boy, was.
Arnvir is when he's turned to Arnvir kind of pinces, bucks up, like, okay, here we go.
Oh. Arenvir, you feel his eyes boring into you. You feel your skin crawl as he speaks and demands that you give him your neck. You manage to barely stave off his assault on your mind. And we'll pick it up next time.
Oh.
So-
wonderful.
Welcome to Barovia.
Yeah.
This place kind of sucks.
Hate it.
Already.
And for those of you watching, thank you very much for sharing your Friday night with us. We'll be playing this every 2 weeks, Fridays at 9 p.m. Central.
Woo!
Next time we get to find out what Strahd does to a mouthy half-elf.
Oh boy.
Yay, my dumb hick made a mistake.
Or the good lord.
Session
It's okay.
one.
Asara, please.
Is it too late to say that I kind of expected it to happen?
100%.
I didn't expect it to happen on session 1.
I didn't either, but I mean, she thought she was muttering.
She was muttering, but he's a vampire and I wanted this scene to happen.
Yeah. She doesn't know that. She knows now.
He's ancient, he is the land, he hears all. Trees have ears. And they're connected to his.
Apparently.
Wonderful.
Rip Arenvir. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's a cliffhanger now. Anything could happen.
Oh man, it's really got you by the neck.
Oh, help me. I'm in danger.
Sure is.
Strahd turns to Arenvir. Arenvir. I'm in danger.
On the outside, heroic. On the inside, terrified.
Well, he's bucking up because he's got to take up for his subordinate and be, the strong one. He's got to, he's got to face the stuff. That's what being a leader is.
Strahd will remember that.
No.
I had to tell myself to remember that I'm not playing a bard, so my charisma's not the... My persuasion skill is not the same.
Man, thank God for that D19, because Arenvir's wisdom is like +1.
That was not a low DC, but,
No.
No, I figured it wasn't. You said barely on a 22, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
We're not in Axia anymore, y'all. The DCs are not malleable.
no.
I know that Axia is a very scary place. I would prefer it, I think.
Welcome to Barovia.
Kimmy's over here looking at Strahd like, nah, I'll take Cutter any day. That's fine.
And you only just met him.
I only just met him.
Oh, get ready for much more of this.
Fuck.
Well, kids.
Great.
This is so stressful already.
I have no idea what's going on.
Like, oh yeah, you're Strahd riding through it. I'm like, cool. Let's get the fuck back. Let's get back. Let's not.
See, that was an awfully smart move.
Who's still here? Oh, we got a lot of folks.
Okay, we've
Alice is
got
here.
quite a few people in the chat.
I don't know some of these. I've seen Commander Root a couple times.
Well, I appreciate everybody
Oh,
who
cool,
has
Kez stuck
Huh?
around. There's Fish.
everybody who has shared their Friday evening with us. I appreciate it very much personally. If you don't already know everybody who's here, their socials are there.
Somewhere.
Wonderful.
Our names are listed on our channel's about page, and at least a few of us of the few artists on the team or have our socials linked.
Also, if you're ever in need of campaign music, this isn't sponsored or anything like that, but Travis Savoy is the one who made this music, and it's fantastic.
It is. It's
So good.
wonderful.
Anyway, not next Friday, but the Friday afterward is our next Curse of Strahd stream. Because next Friday we're doing
Wonderful.
Axia, I think.
Axia.
Oh man.
That would be the 23rd. It looks like.
Yeah.
Good luck finding
I think we
one.
can. I think you can put the schedule on the.
Yeah, I'll put the schedule in Twitch.
Good luck finding the lizard.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be absent and Juan's out drinking. Oh no.
Juan's out drinking with Tristane.
My personal feeling was that Juan's probably got a really bad hangover. Because the cups are super small, right? Like, sake can't make you that drunk drinking that small of cups, right? Right?
But you drink a lot of it, and it's
Sake hits hard.
all hits at once.
In my
Oh, man, it's
experience, yeah.
He might kick in some of the old habits and wander, and might not know where he is in the morning.
Oh
He's
boy.
probably guaranteed not gonna know where he is in the morning. He's in a foreign country.
I hope all y'all had fun.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be hard to wait 2 weeks. Like I think that was a great start. Like I think we got,
It was so good.
like man, we got like in my opinion a lot more like character interaction than like any other first session.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It normally takes a little longer to get it rolling.
Our whole group is just pure about character interaction.
Yeah, this is a very character heavy group. I'm so excited to play with this group, man.
How much
It's
trauma
all
can they
character
hold?
stuff. Slaps a D&D campaign. This pitch can hold so much trauma.
You'd be surprised. Well,
That's what happened to Axia.
That is what happened to Axia. I think
Let's
we've
go-
gone
happy
pretty
go-
light on backstory trauma with this group.
oh no, it's
to
all
be
going to be
fair.
4-story trauma.
Yeah, it's now we get to experience the trauma in real time.
Yes, we do.
Oh, there's no previous trauma. This is the trauma. This
Man.
is the backstory.
A little bit, yeah.
You get to see why like Cedric has forced amnesia.
I mean, valid. You know, I would want to probably. I mean, I'm session
Just
one in.
block
I'm,
all
I'm-
this out.
I'm one session in, and I've never been to Barovia before, but I could see that. Yeah.
See why it broke that man in like 3 days. And that was the nice run.
Will Twitch save a MOV or whatever it is?
So
Yeah,
there's
it saves a video on demand.
yes,
perfect.
I've got VOD saving enabled, and then I will upload from Twitch to YouTube. And
Oh,
if
sweet.
if we want to do an edited cut or something like that, I can download it and give it to whoever wants to do that. I will likely not have the time, sadly.
Hear that, y'all? Subscribe to YouTube as well. Smash that like button.
Oh please, this already hurts my soul. Those
Like,
words.
subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell.
Please.
Give us a
What-
follow
what-
so that you can keep up with our this.
What is
Oh,
it like some of the more attention grabbing ones say? It's like, want to join our free gift card giveaway?
Support us on Patreon.
Ugh,
Do it.
For some reason, this is being shown as a rerun. That's weird.
that is kind of weird. It's to my knowledge, we have not done this yet.
Twitch is in the future.
With movie magic, you can accomplish many things.
Barovia is a strange land.
You're telling me. I have only one day, and I already am shitting my pants.
Historia's gonna be taking those words into account. You know,
It's
following
cool,
through on
'cause-
our words.
So is
Uh-huh.
Arnvir.
So she's gonna just be like, follow through on our words, huh? Okay. Well, all right.
It's not an invitation to start.
Next time I'll punch.
Oh, please punch Strahd.
She will.
Give me a reason.
You must be the half elven.
Yeah.
You must
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God, they made a Strahd Funko Pop and he comes with a D20 and I might need him actually.
Oh my God.
Like, honestly, I feel like it's not spoilers to say I'm pretty sure there was no right response to Strahd Fair.
Probably not.
Say nothing.
Say nothing, and start backing away slowly because his vision's based on movement.
If we don't move, he can't see us.
Hold
I
up
can
a
see
cross
you.
to confuse the vampire and run. I don't know. Hold up a geometric shape to confuse the vampire, like Castlevania style, and run.
Rocket fan.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, I know what I'm drawing this week though.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, I can't have Arenvir and Strahd staring each other down and
my
not
God.
draw it. Like I feel like his wisdom save. I feel like that 22. Like I almost need to save that and just add it to the thing.
Oh, and then Ula's also just staring at you with intense owl face while you stare at each other. So much staring.
Ula, why are you staring at them? Staring? I'm not staring. This is just how I normally look.
Save as
It
D&D
is.
wisdom save. D&D Strahd wisdom save.
Because the owl you chose just has like literally like the biggest stare of all of them.
No, that's definitely one reason I picked that owl. I was like looking through big owls and I'm like, oh no, this face I like.
I'm so happy with our party. We're such a weird bunch, man.
There is
Not
no
weird and,
meta. There is only fun.
We're not weird in that way that like some D&D groups are.
I love it.
We're gonna die.
Like I said, we have a very interesting party dynamic.
Yeah, I love it though. Like already we've got one.
On the cheerful note of we're gonna die, I'm going to go ahead and end the Twitch broadcast now. Thank you all for joining us.
Oh, night.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Right.